Next is concentration cell. What is a concentration cell? It's only a galvanic cell where we take the same electrode and electrolyte, the different concentration. Okay, so when we take the case there, we can make two types of concentration cell. One, we can take similar electrodes with difference in the concentration and same electrolyte, and same electrodes but electrolyte different concentration. Either electrodes concentration can be different or electrolyte concentration can be different. When it is electrodes concentration, we call it as electrode concentration, and when it is electrolyte concentration differ, electrolyte concentration cell. So concentration cell is a device which produces electrical energy as a result of transfer of matter from one half cell to another because of a difference in concentration of the species. Concentration of the species involved in the difference moolam, there will be transfer of matter, and that will result in transfer of electron or production of electricity is what is known as concentration cell. The definition was confusion arikkanal. You just remember that it's a galvanic cell where we take either similar electrodes or similar electrolytes which differ in concentration. What is happening is transfer of matter. So if it is of similar electrolyte and different concentrated electrodes, we call it as electrode concentration cell, and if it is similar electrode and different concentration electrolyte, it is electrolyte concentration cell. Okay, again we'll electrode concentration cell, two electrodes of different concentration are dipped in the same solution. Depending on the nature of the electrodes, we can have amalgam cell and gas cell. Amalgam cell means electrodes will be made up of amalgam. Amalgam is the alloy of any metal in presence of mercury is what is known as amalgam. Okay, so example, amalgam cells, two amalgam electrodes of metal with two different concentrations are dipped in a common electrolyte. So that is amalgam cell. Lead amalgam cell is an example where we take lead and mercury in different concentration of lead. Okay, so electrolyte will be the same, lead sulfate. Two electrodes are dipped, one with a concentration C and one with a concentration C2. So we can represent like lead mercury, lead sulfate, lead mercury. This is C1 concentration, this is C2 concentration. Then cell reaction, when you take which is acting as the oxidation half, let it be C1 concentration. So Pb lead will be converted to Pb2 positive plus 2 electron, and or reduction half, the Pb2 positive lead sulfate solution will be converted to lead, but that time lead will be converted in C2 concentration. So overall இது பண்ணும்போது Pb C1 is converted to Pb C2. So that is the one. And electrode potential, if you take, means what you can see is E0 cell plus 2.303 RTNF log product by reactant is Nernst equation. E0 cell you can calculate it, E0 reduction half minus E0 oxidation half. Since both are lead, standard potential will be same and it will be equal to 0. Then E cell is equal to 2.3 minus 2.303 RT divided by 2F log C2 by C1. But you know, for a spontaneous reaction, delta G should be negative and E cell should always be positive. To make the EL positive, C2 by C1 term should be a negative. C2 by C1 term to be negative, C1 should always be greater than C2, or C2 should be less than C1. So concentration of the electrode acting as the reduction half cell should be less than concentration of the electrode acting as the oxidation half. This is very important. concentration of the electrode acting as the reduction half cell should always be less than concentration of the electrode acting as the oxidation half. And then we can also write it as E cell is equal to 2.303 RT by NF log C2 by C1. ഇത് വന്ന് ഞാൻ കൺഫ്യൂഷൻ വരാതിരിക്കാൻ better to write like this. Negative sign വരും. It's okay. You can continue writing. Okay. Then C1 should be greater than C2. ഇനി ഇത് 298 Kelvin പോട്ടാൽ what you can write is it is equal to 0.0591 divided by N into log C1 by C2 ഇല്ല negative 0.0591 divided by N into log C2 by C1. ഇത് വന്ന് you can write from the equation. Okay, negative sign ഓടെ பாசிட்டிவ் சைன் வரும்போது அது சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி வரும். அப்போ கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்ணாண்டு எழுத முடியும். ரிமெம்பர் இன் தட் வே. ஓகே, ஸோ இட்ஸ் அப் டு யூ. இனி நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் இஸ் gas electrode. So we'll be taking gas electrode. Gas electrode is prepared by passing a gas through its own ion. So when we take the case of hydrogen electrode, what we will do is gas will be passed at different pressures. Let we take two hydrogen electrode dipped in the same H positive ion solution, but the gas passed through one sleeve is P1 and the pressure of the gas passed through the second one is P2. So they are different concentration. Gas edukumbodhu pressure is equivalent to concentration. In a cell வந்து deposit பண்ணும்போது PT H2 HCl H2 PT. இது வந்து let it be P1, this is P2. In a reaction எடுக்கும்போது oxidation half a hydrogen at pressure P1 that is converted to 2H positive plus 2 electrode. Reduction half வந்து acid வந்து convert ஆகும், but அப்போ convert ஆகுது hydrogen pressure வந்து P2. So overall எடுத்தால hydrogen at P1 is converted to hydrogen at P2 pressure. In E naught cell எடுக்கும்போது same way, E cell எடுக்கும்போது same way, E naught cell divided by minus 2.303 RT by 2F log P2 divided by P1. Okay. In the case what we have to do is for an E naught cell will be 0. Then to make E cell positive, what should happen? P2 by P1 in the ratio it should be negative value. The negative value varnale P1 should be greater than P2. P2 should be less than P1. So what is P2? Concentration or pressure of the gas at reduction half. So pressure of the gas at reduction half should always be less than pressure of the gas at oxidation half. This is very important. P2 is pressure of reduction half and P1 is pressure of oxidation half. This is important. P1, P2 is not the one. You have to remember pressure of the reduction half and oxidation half. Reduction half should always be less than oxidation half. So that is gas cell. So there we are using a gas electrode. Next we have electrolyte concentration cell. So here we take two identical electrodes and dip in the solution of same electrolyte of different concentration. இப்படி பண்ணும்போது there can be two types. One is concentration cell with transference and one is concentration cell without transference. With transference example is transfer of ions from one solution to other directly. Direct ആയിട്ട് transfer of electrons നടക്കുന്നതിന് concentration cell with transference എന്ന് ചൊല്ലും. Transfer of ion from one solution to other takes place indirectly or does not take place directly is what is known as concentration cell without transference. When we see it, you will be understanding more. So concentration cell with transference is when two solutions are in direct contact with each other through a porous partition or salt bridge, and transference of ion from one solution to other take place directly is what is known as concentration cell with transference. You just remember it is we are taking two electrolyte of different concentration and it is connected through a salt bridge. Then two similar electrodes are put and they are connected externally through a wire. It constitutes a galvanic cell and that galvanic cell is known as concentration cell with transfer. Example, we'll take zinc sulfate solution of C1 concentration and C2 concentration in separate vessels. Immerse two zinc electrode. This is connected through a salt bridge. So it constitutes a galvanic cell. So Zn, SO4, Zn, SO4, Zn, but this is C1 concentration, this is C2 concentration. So oxidation half நடக்கும்போது இந்த zinc வந்து ZnSO4 ஆயிட்டு convert ஆகும். So Zn 2 positive plus 2 electron. This is oxidation half. The reduction half is zinc sulfate Zn 2 positive C2 concentration Zn ஆயிட்டு convert ஆகும். So Zn 2 positive plus 2 electron giving Zn. This is reduction half. So overall reaction வரும்போது electron will be cancelling. So what is happening? Zn 2 positive in C2 is converted to Zn 2 positive in C1 வரும். That is only transfer of matter from oxidation half to reduction half. This is the one directly through a salt bridge. So this is what is known as concentration cell with transfer. In E naught cell வரும்போது E cell வரும்போது same E naught cell minus 2.303 RT by NF into log product concentration divided by reactant concentration. So E naught cell வந்து 0. So it is equal to minus 2.303 RT by 2F into log C1 by C2. For a spontaneous process, E cell is equal to positive, C2 should be greater than C1. So இங்க வந்து பார்க்கும்போது இந்த term வந்து it should be negative. அதுக்கு வந்து C2 greater ஆகணும். அங்க வந்து remember பண்ண C2 is reduction half. Okay, it's not oxidation half. C2 is reduction half. So இங்க வரும்போது what happened? Concentration of the electrolyte in the reduction half cell should always be greater than concentration of the electrolyte in oxidation half. So രണ്ട് സെല്ലിലും difference ഇருக்கு. In a 298 Kelvin you want to means you can simplify this way and you can write 0.0591 by n log C1 by C2. Illa you can also write it as 2 plus 2.303 RT by NF log C2 by C1. But remember C2, that is concentration in the reduction half, should always be greater than that in the oxidation half. This is very important. C1 C2 is not the matter. What you have to remember is concentration in the reduction half should always be greater than the concentration in the oxidation half. In the next one, concentration cell without transference. In this case, and understand carefully, till now what we have discussed is it's a concentration cell which is separated by a salt bridge like this. Now we are going to bring about a transference cell where a concentration cell where transfer takes place indirectly. For that, first what you have to consider is you should consider a simple galvanic cell. We'll take the one with hydrogen electrode and silver electrode. Okay, so hydrogen electrode will act as the oxidation half, silver will act as the reduction half. HCl is taken, the glass leaf is inserted, AgCl and silver chloride, and this is connected through a salt bridge. When you connect it through external wire, current start flowing, gas is passed, hydrogen gas is passed. So concentration of H positive is concentration only, but we normally will be taking activity. If you forgot it, you take it as concentration. Okay, so concentration of activity of H positive we take as A plus 1 and ACl minus is A negative 1. Okay, when we take both together, it will be activity of HCl, which we can represent as A1. Since it will be split up and showing, it is shown in this way. Okay, it's concentration only. So half cell reaction வரும்போது half H2 giving H positive, activity A positive 1 plus 1 electron, AgCl plus 1 electron converting Ag plus Cl minus A negative 1. And overall variable half H2 plus AgCl giving AgCl plus Hg positive plus Cl minus. So this is what I told, electrode side variable you can represent it as overall item, it is represented as A1. Okay, Now consider the same cell where we are going to change the activity or concentration. Okay. So concentration, let it be converted to A2, or activity is converted to A2. So hydrogen's activity will become A positive 2, chlorine's will become A negative 2. The cell is represented in the same way: PT, H2, HCl, AgCl, Ag. Half cell reactions on the half H2, H positive plus 1 electron, oxidation half AgCl plus 1 electron, Ag plus Cl. இங்கே வந்து activity A minus 2. So overall reaction வந்து H2 AgCl, H positive A positive 2, Cl minus A negative 2 and Ag together will have A2. Okay. So two half cells now you have of similar type but vary in concentration of HCl. Okay. Now what you are going to do is you are going to connect these two cells in such a way that current is sent in the opposite way. So if you have to do like that, what you should do is you should connect the electrodes of same half cell together. So either you can connect AgCl silver electrodes together, that is reduction halves together, or you can connect oxidation half hydrogen together. Okay, now we'll take in such a way that silver electrodes are connected together. So you get a cell of this type: PtH2HCl, AgCl AgCl HCl H2. This is what is the cell setup. Now overall reaction எடுக்கும்போது இது வந்து this is the one cell reaction of the first cell. So half H2 plus AgCl plus HCl in A1 activity plus Ag. In a second half cell எடுக்கும்போது what happened, this is acting as the oxidation, this is as the reduction. So இங்க வந்து cell should be written in the opposite way. Backward direction the reaction will be taking place, it's not in the forward direction. So we have to write this first. Okay, so Ag plus HCl minus plus H positive. So HCl is in A2, activity is converted to half H2 plus AgCl. In the overall reaction வரும்போது what happened, AgCl இது cancel ஆகும், Ag cancel ஆகும், half H2 cancel out. So what is remaining is H plus Cl minus converting to H plus Cl minus. Activity is A2, this is A1. So what is happening here is HCl in activity A2 is converted to HCl in activity A1. So transfer of matter only takes place, but it's not through a salt bridge. Indirect ஆயிட்டு தான் அங்கே transfer வந்து நடக்குது. Okay, directly நடக்குனது it's not possible. So this type of cell is known as concentration cell without transfer. So during the production of electricity, HCl from a solution of activity A2 is transferred to a solution of activity A1. It is indirect transfer. In E cell வந்து same way, E0 cell minus 2.303 RT by NF, low concentration of product minus reactant. Concentration of product is A1, concentration of the reactant is A2. This is the cell reaction. This cell reaction only you should take. Okay, so it will be E cell is equal to minus 2.303 RT divided by NF into log A1 by A2, and if you substitute it this way at 298 Kelvin means 0.0591 by N into log A1 by A2. Okay, here also what is the condition is A2 should be greater than A1, that is concentration the reduction half should be greater than the activity in the oxidation half. That is, cell does not involve transfer of electrolyte from one solution to the other directly, it takes place indirectly, hence it is concentration cell without transfer. And you can know that this is the cell what we set up. In the middle இது வந்து if you remove it, it will convert to concentration cell with transfer. See, okay, the remove பண்ணி, this is what is. So that is concentration cell without transfer. In a similar way, this is what I told, HCl வந்து ரெண்டும் connect பண்ண முடியும், Okay, so it will be in with Ag is L concentration vaji we have to say. So that is the one. And another example is zinc sulfate single, lead sulfate C. So middle ulla remove panna what we have here. Okay, so that is concentration cell without transfer. Now we have reversible and irreversible cell. Reversible cell is a cell reaction which can be reversed. For example, Daniell cell. If you take the case of Daniell cell, this is the reaction taking place. We can make three things. This is a spontaneous reaction. Now you imagine that you are connecting here an external battery instead of the galvanic cell, and if you are passing the external battery in such a way that if the external battery is E celling is less than that of the E cell means infinitesimally small, that is little less means reaction proceeds in this way. If this is equal to E cell means no net reaction will happen, and if it is greater than E cell means instead of the forward backward reaction, that is zinc go into the zinc sulfate solution when this is the condition. If it is reverse means instead of zinc copper will go into copper sulfate solution and Zn2 positive will be getting reduced. So a cell which obeys all these three conditions only we call it as concentration cell, that is thermodynamic reversibility. What is thermodynamic reversibility is when we apply an opposing EMF, if the opposing EMF is exactly equal to that of the E cell, no current is produced. If the opposing EMF is infinitesimally smaller than that of the E cell, the current is sent out. And if opposing EMF is infinitesimally greater than that of the cell, the current flows in to the cell. Instead of sent out, it will be into the cell. So these three obeying one is what is known as a reversible cell. If we are not remembering, if you get a question, you just write a cell which obeys thermodynamic reversibility, that is it can be reversed, is what is known as a reversible cell. Now you consider a cell which will not obey these rules, that is known as irreversible cell. Best example was the acid cell. This is the first galvanic cell prepared which consists of sulfuric acid, and we have zinc electrode and copper electrode dipped in it. Okay, so this is the one Zn dilute H2SO for copper. So when two electrodes are connected by an external wire, zinc will go into the solution Zn2 positive plus 2 electron, 2H positive plus 2 electron, hydrogen gas produce. This will be the overall reaction. Now if you are reversing, you are applying an inverse cell which is EMF which is slightly greater than the cell EMF. What happened is instead of zinc, copper will undergo oxidation, Cu2 positive plus 2 electron. Reduction is same, 2H positive plus 2 electron, H2. So overall is Cu plus 2H positive giving H2 gas plus Cu2 positive. So cell reaction they are not reversible. Only zinc, only copper will undergo oxidation. So this type of cell is what is known as irreversible cell. So example is acid cell. Acid cell is the first galvanic cell produced. So that is reversible and irreversible cell. It's very important concept in electrochemistry. Now next one we are going to see is liquid junction potential. So it's a name from it, name itself is self-introductory. So what is the thing is, when two solutions of different concentration are separated or meet at a point, there develops a double layer due to the diffusion of the ions, and this double layer develops a potential back. That potential is what is known as liquid junction potential. When two solutions of different concentration are in contact with one another, a potential difference arises at the junction of the two solutions, and this is known as liquid junction potential, and it is due to what is the cause of it is unequal diffusion rates of ions. Due to unequal diffusion rates of ions, an electric double layer is formed at the junction, and this causes a potential difference. the expression it is due to denote by epsilon j and it is equal to T minus plus T positive RTF by ln A2 divided by A1. T negative is transport number of anion, T positive is transport number of cation, A2 is activity of ions in reduction half, A1 is activity of ions in oxidation half. ഈ സെൽ എടുത്താൽ H2 HCl HCl H2 there two different concentration cells will come and it depends upon the transport number. Sign of the EJ is depends upon the transport number. This is the expression. So T greater than T positive means இது வந்து positive ஆகும். So EJ value will be positive. அந்த மாதிரி வரும்போது நம்ம read பண்ண EMF will be E cell plus liquid junction potential ஆയിരിக்கும். So we'll get a higher value of E cell. ഇനി ഇത് രണ്ടും കൂടി ഈക്വൽ ആകുമ്പോൾ there will not be any liquid junction potential. So EMF of the cell will be correct. ഇനി ഇത് വന്ന് this is less than T positive ആകുമ്പോൾ ഇത് നെഗറ്റീവ് വരും. സോ നമ്മൾ മെഷർ பண்ணுന്ന വന്ന് ആക്ച്വൽ EMF മൈനസ് ലിക്വിഡ് ജംഗ്ഷൻ പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ. സോ നമുക്ക് பார்க்கണ വന്ന് ലെസ് ആയിരിക്കും വാല്യൂ, ആക്ച്വൽ വാല്യൂയേക്കാളും ലെസ് ആയിരിക്കും. സോ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ വൺ. ആൻഡ് ഇത് എപ്പിടി എലിമിനേറ്റ് பண்ணாമെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ യൂസ് ഓഫ് സോൾട്ട് ബ്രിഡ്ജ് ഓർ പോറസ് പാർട്ടീഷൻ. அதுக்கு தான் we used to separate both oxidation half and reduction half. Okay. Next one is polarization or concentration polarization. This one when we do the electrolysis of any solution, due to the production of the products of the electrolysis, a back EMF can be produced. For example, when you take the case of electrolysis of sulfuric acid, what is the reaction taking place is H2SO4 plus H positive HSO4 minus. This HSO4 water might react H2SO4 OH minus and develop. ഈ OH മൈനസ് വന്ന് ആനോഡിൽ വന്ന് അണ്ടർഗോസ് ഓക്സിഡേഷൻ, ഹാഫ് ഓക്സിജനും വാട്ടറും 2 ഇലക്ട്രോണും റിലീസ് ആകും. ഇനി കാഥോഡിൽ വന്ന് H പോസിറ്റീവ് ഓഫ് ദ ആസിഡ് വിൽ ബി കൺവേർട്ടഡ് ടു ഹൈഡ്രജൻ ഗ്യാസ്. സോ വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദി റിയാക്ഷൻ ഒക്കറിങ് ഇൻ വൺ വേർഡ് ഈസ് അറ്റ് anode production of oxygen and at cathode production of hydrogen. So due to the production of oxygen and hydrogen, after some time what happened is this electrode will be surrounded by oxygen and this electrode is surrounded by hydrogen. As a result, a hydrogen electrode and an oxygen electrode is produced. So this is due to the production of the products of electrolysis. Electrolysis in the product in iron, this will act as hydrogen and this will act as oxygen. അപ്പോൾ what happened, they constitute a galvanic cell. ഹൈഡ്രജൻ വന്ന് ഓക്സിഡേഷൻ ആയിട്ട് പോകും, 2H പോസിറ്റീവ് പ്ലസ് 2 ഇലക്ട്രോൺ. ഹാഫ് ഓക്സിജൻ വന്ന് ഇപ്പിടി റിവേഴ്സ് ഓഫ് ദിസ് വിൽ ബി ഹാപ്പനിങ് വാട്ടർ. സോ ഓവറോൾ റിയാക്ഷൻ ഇപ്പിടി ഒരു ഗാൽവാനിക് സെൽ പ്രൊഡ്യൂസസ്. What is the reason? During electrolysis, platinum electrodes are covered by bubbles of H2 and O2 gas, so they act as a gas electrode. And e galvanic cell produces it is a spontaneous reaction or EMF. So that EMF is what is known as polarization or concentration polarization. Okay, so that is what is the, it is a EMF produced. The back EMF produced due to the product of electrolysis is known as polarization or concentration polarization, and it depends on the concentration of the product formed. Adinale it is also known as concentration polarization. Okay, in a decomposition potential, നമ്മൾ വന്ന് വാട്ട് ഹാപ്പൻഡ് ഈസ് ഇപ്പോൾ H2SO4 എടുത്ത് ഇലക്ട്രോളിസിസ് பண்ணும்போது ഇനീഷ്യലി പ്രോഡക്ട്സ് ഫോം ആകും. ബട്ട് ആഫ്റ്റർ സം ടൈം എന്നാകും, back EMF due to concentration polarization arises. അപ്പോൾ വന്ന് വി ക്യാൻ സീ എനി നമ്മൾ അപ്ലൈഡ് വോൾട്ടേജും കറണ്ടും കൂടെ മെഷർ பண்ணும்போது കറണ്ട് വന്ന് വി വിൽ സീ എസ് നോട്ട് ഇൻക്രീസിങ്. അത് വന്ന് கொஞ்சம் கான்ஸ்டன்ட் അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സ്ലൈറ്റ് ഇൻക്രീസ് ഒള്ളി വിൽ ബി ദ. அதுக்கு ரீசன் வந்து இந்த பேக் EMF. அது பேக் EMF வந்து இந்த நம்மளோட அப்ளைட் வோல்டேஜ்னை அப்போஸ் பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்கும். ஓகே, ഇനി അത് അപ്പടിയേ നമ്മൾ വോൾട്ടേജ് അപ്ലൈ பண்ணிட்டிருந்தாൽ ഒരു പർട്ടിക്കുലർ പോയിന്റ് എത്തുമ്പോൾ we can say that there is rise in the current. What is the reason is അங்கே എത്തുമ്പോൾ and the back EMF-നേക്കാളും more applied voltage we will be giving. അതിനാൽ it can overcome the back EMF. So that potential or that EMF is what is known as decomposition potential. Okay, so the minimum external potential required to overcome the back EMF due to the concentration polarization is known as decomposition potential or decomposition voltage. അത് എപ്പടി കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുന്നു വെച്ചാൽ ഈ ആസിഡ് എടുത്ത് we will be doing electrolysis. அதுக்கு வந்து ஒரு ammeter is there to measure the applied voltage and we will have a galvanometer to measure the current passing through it. So initially வந்து നമ്മളൊരു little applied voltage 0.5 start பண்ணும்போது there will be the current, but after that when we increase the applied voltage to 0.6, 0.7, 0.8 volt and all, we can see is that there will not be much increase in the current. But after some time for all acids and alkali in aqueous solution it is 1.7 volt. So 1.7 volt in മേലെ 1.8 1.7 വരുമ്പോൾ or higher വരുമ്പോൾ there will be sudden rise in the current. ഒരു പ്ലോട്ട് അപ്ലൈഡ് വോൾട്ടേജ് അലോങ് എക്സ് ആക്സിസും കറണ്ട് അലോങ് വൈ ആക്സിസും പോട്ടാൽ initially slow increase only will be there, that is A to B. After B its current will be, see current is increasing rapidly. So ഈ പോയിന്റിൽ നിന്ന് ഒരു ലൈൻ ഡൗൺവേർഡ് പോട്ടാൽ this is applied voltage, we will get a value for applied voltage. That applied voltage is decomposition potential or decomposition voltage and it is denoted by ED. Okay, E cell decomposition. And for acids and alkali in aqueous solution it is 1.7 volt, except for hydrogen chloride, hydrochloric acid it is 1.3 volt. So that is decomposition potential. The minimum potential required to overcome the back EMF produced due to the product of the electrolysis is what is known as decomposition potential or decomposition voltage. In over voltage, over voltage is applicable only in the case of gaseous electrodes, that is where gas is produced and the madri ulla processil mattumthaan varum. So what happened here is when you consider the case of a gas, idu electrolysis pannanele we have to apply an voltage. And the applied voltage eppadi we can find out is electrode potential is there. Electrode potential applied voltage ആയിട്ട് add பண்ணும்போது தான் we expect the gas to be produced, but it is not there. That is a theoretical one, but when we take the case of practical cases it is not the same. There will be difference in the voltage. For example, if you take platinum electrode, if you take silver, copper, each will have different voltages needed to produce hydrogen or oxygen. Okay, அதுக்கு வந்து what is the reason is இப்போ hydrogen produce பண்ணனேல it's not a single step simply coming, accepting the electrode and converting to hydrogen. There are several steps involved in it. Hydrogen first should diffuse to the electrode, then it should accept the electrode, then it should convert to hydrogen atom, then it should absorb over the electrode, then this hydrogen atom should combine to give hydrogen gas, then evolution of the hydrogen gas. Appadi there are several steps, so that steps will not be same in all the electrodes. There will be some reactions may be taking place so that back EMF will be produced or something, so we have to apply it to overcome the back EMF. Like that there will be some process taking place. So because of that we will not able to produce hydrogen gas by applying the theoretical voltage. So that difference between the theoretical and practical voltage is what is known as over voltage. And if it is for hydrogen we call it as hydrogen voltage. If it is for oxygen, oxygen over voltage. So there will be difference in the voltage required experimentally and theoretically. This difference is what is known as over voltage. Okay, So that is only over voltage. So liquid junction potential, over voltage, decomposition potential and decomposition voltage. These are very important one. So understand it, it's nothing, only the concept you have to understand it. Okay, so read several times, understand what is the concept and keep in mind. So that is only unit 2 electrochemistry 2. So we finished unit 2. It was, if you take it as such, it is simple only, but what is the thing needed is you should understand the concept and go ahead. If you understand the concept and go ahead, it's very easy only, and you can write any questions from that very easily. Okay, the last 3 is very important. Concentration cell without transparency is important. You know, lot of problems you can get, that is based on write the galvanic cell, then cell notations, calculate E naught of the cell, Nernst equation, calculation of thermodynamic property, equilibrium constant. Based on that, numerical problems you can get. And also electrochemical series is another important one. Salt bridge is another important one. Working of galvanic cell, difference between electrolytic and galvanic cell, all this reversible cells, these all are important. So kindly go through it. Once again I am saying, understand the concept and go ahead instead of mugging up. If you understand, electrochemistry is a very beautiful subject, and electrochemistry, I assure you that you will be using it in your higher studies, and that is a topic which is for the future you can take. When we are needing of the energy, we have to think of electrochemistry only. So research also, for doing the research also, it's a very important topic. So understand the basics and go. Thank you.